So here are the 6 classes that I'll be providing for the 7-week January or 2022 program. Now, regardless of how many classes you can commit to, I will send you all of the links. Even if you have to perhaps take your child to football on a Saturday morning and you say, Claire, I'll never be able to come, I send you the links anyway because I prefer you to have the links just in case, I don't know, it might be snowing and football gets cancelled, but you can do the class instead. So I will send you all of the links anyway. So apologies, you will get 6 emails from me a week, but I prefer you have them just in case. So this is just going to give you a breakdown or explanation of what I do in each class. So on Mondays, 9 till 9:45, we have 45-minute workout, and that's body conditioning. Now, in the body conditioning class, we use a little bit of any kit that you basically have. And ideally, you have hand weights, but at the start of lockdown, people couldn't get their hands on kit, and we used filled water bottles. Now, you would be amazed what you can work out that you can get from filled water bottles. So if you're not sure and you don't want to invest in expensive kit at the moment, don't buy dumbbells. Save your money for a resistance band because you can get away with 2 small water bottles. And I'd recommend going anywhere between 1.5 and 2 kilo hand weights just to start off with, because you'll get your money's worth and you will utilize those. Now, in the body conditioning class, we do everything. We do squats, shoulder press, chest press, upper back. I love working triceps in the back of the arms. We do lunges. You know, we do a little bit of everything. So my intention when I teach body conditioning is to just basically think of the body and go, have I worked the chest? Have I worked the biceps? Have I worked the triceps? Have I worked the quads? Have I worked the inner thighs? So it's a full body workout. We usually finish on the floor with some abdominal crunches. So that's Monday and also Saturday's body conditioning class. But Saturday's body conditioning class is an extra 15 minutes and it starts 8 o'clock in the morning until 9. Now, on Tuesdays, this is the new class. So this is the early morning class for people who want to get their workout done before they go to work. And this is 6 till 6:30 express kettlebell. This is going to be one of the toughest classes of the week for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is I've only got 30 minutes to play with, which means I have to condense everything down into 20 minutes. And the reason why it has to be condensed into 20 minutes and you get your workout is the first 5 minutes of the class, we are going to do a really good mobility warm-up, and I'm going to ask you to have literally a broomstick, okay? Now, I use this because obviously I have all of this equipment because this is my job, but what we will be doing is 5 minutes of mobility so that I know that if you've got out of bed and you're half asleep, I know by spending 5 minutes doing mobility work with a broomstick that your spine, your knees, your hips, your joints, your muscles are ready and warm to pick up a kettlebell, okay? Now, when we work with a kettlebell, if you don't have a kettlebell, actually, you don't need one. You can easily work with a hand weight, but this is where we are going to work non-stop, 20 minutes. We're going to be doing single arm swings, double arm swings. We're going to be doing thrusters. We're going to be doing lunges. We are literally 20 minutes non-stop. Then we finish off with the broomstick again, and we do our mobility and our stretch work. Don't think you have to go out and buy a kettlebell. Can easily get away with it with a hand weight. Now, on Wednesdays is my favorite class. This is the easiest class on your heart and lungs, in the sense that if you are unfit, yeah, this is where you're going to feel good breathing. But there's a price to pay for that. Your hips and your glutes are going to burn like hell. Now on a Wednesday, 9 till 9:45, legs, glutes and abs. That's all I work on. I don't do anything on the upper body. Now in the legs, glutes and abs class, this is where I will really encourage you to invest in some looped latex bands. Okay, now these are such a good investment. You can pick these up everywhere. Primark, Asda's, Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Decathlon, Argos, they're everywhere. They normally come in a pack of 3. If you can, pay a couple of pounds more and get a pack of 5, because it doesn't matter what manufacturer you buy, they do snap, and I prefer you to have a couple more. Now, I will tell you which strength to use because they come in various strengths. Some are tighter than the others, and over time they do stretch. Now, what we do in the legs, glutes and abs class is we do a lot of this sort of stuff. Pulsing, really working into the outside of the thighs, lunging, kicking up through the glutes. And then we also go down onto the floor and do our donkey kicks. So everything is about getting in that bit there, pulling up and getting nice and flat here, and doing a lot of what I would call the old school Jane Fonda exercises. I absolutely love, love, love working with bands. Now, if you have got a little bit of extra money to spare post-Christmas, I would also recommend, I'm going to knock my ball off, in getting a fabric band as well. Now, what I do with a fabric band is we start off on a chair. Please make sure that your chair is a proper dining chair and it doesn't have wheels on the bottom like an office chair, because you just literally shoot across the room. Now, we always do a glute activation warm up with the band where we sit on the chair, wrap it around our legs, and just do some very simple open and close movements, like so, okay? Amazing for your outer thighs. Now, what I do in the legs, bums and tums class, because some of you might be tired after body conditioning on Wednesday, we tend to do a lot of sit to stands, okay? Which is a little bit nicer on your knees if any of you suffer with pain in your knees, because you're not going all the way down, okay? So that is Wednesday's legs, glutes and abs. And if there's any kit that you're going to invest in, fabric bands, these are called hip circles or glute circles, or they've got so many different names, but glute activation bands is what we call them, and the latex looped bands. Now, on Thursday, we've got another early morning express class. So Thursdays, 6 until 6:30, we've got express conditioning. Now, again, it's like body conditioning where I will literally work you from top to bottom, but in the same principle that I've only got 30 minutes to work you. And when you actually have done the warm up with your broomstick and then you're stretching at the end, I've only got 20 minutes. So that's 20 minutes non-stop. Now, this is going to be press ups, squat thrusts, jump lunges, burpees. We're going to be doing overloads of punching. So I'm going to be, right, go, 20 seconds. Then I'm going to have you down here. Then I'm going to have you squatting. Then I'm going to have you doing press-ups. Then I'm going to have you running on the spot. This one is going to be horrible. Great for fat burning. Great for fitness. It's going to be horrible, yeah? But it's mainly body weight and light dumbbells. Now on Fridays, 9 till 10 o'clock, we spend 45 minutes doing interval training, traditional interval training, and then we spend 15 minutes doing mobility with the broomstick. And I also do some deep tissue work with a tennis ball or a massage ball. Now, I highly recommend that you get yourself a tennis ball, or my bucket is very full of these things, or some kind of spiky massage ball. And what we do is, this is incredible for releasing tension in the lower back. Now this is why it's really, really important that you have your microphone off, because when you lay on this and start massaging your back and your glutes, the sounds that are going to come out are going to be totally inappropriate for the whole group to hear. This will make you swear. But what is brilliant about it is it will release any tension in your back and you'll feel amazing. So I would recommend going for just a basic tennis ball over something fancy pants like this, okay? So we'll be using a tennis ball in our mobility sessions. Now, specifically to HIIT. HIIT is the only class that you don't follow me, okay? I have you all on my laptop and I have you all on gallery view, and I literally look at everyone's technique. Now I fill out the board and we have our little warm up, and then we go into almost like a circuit card or a program card. And these are your prescribed exercises depending on how you feel. And I divide the exercises into 3 categories, which is low intensity interval training. So these are the less intense options. Medium intensity interval training, a little bit harder, and then high intensity interval training where you just want to kill yourself. Okay, now this, you go in the block that suits you, but you don't have to stay low intensity. You might find that for round 1, you want to do a single leg glute bridge, but round 2, you want to do a plank jack. So you can just chop and change according to how you feel, okay? So that's how I run the HIIT class. Now, Saturdays, we've already spoke about Saturdays. Saturdays is body conditioning, and I've already explained that one, in that you need light hand weights or water bottles. So I'm really, really hoping that that answers all of your questions about what to expect from the classes.